Hey everybody, welcome back. Katie and I are staying at Anastasia State Park in St. Augustine, Florida. And since I had camp all set up, I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys a tour of my trailer. So here's the trailer. This trailer is actually built by Tim of Timbo's Customs in Auburndale, Florida. It is all metal, and I guess we'll start at the front. So it has an off-road fully articulating hitch right here. This is the receiver that slides into the truck. And as you can see, you can go all the way around, pretty much any angle. This has a rubber bushing right here, so this hitch is really quiet. It makes no noise going down any trails or anything like that. And it's really nice. It's a lot better than the roll and lock hitch. That's what I had previously on my other trailer, and that was a pain in the butt. This one seems to line up really easily when you're trying to hook up the trailer by yourself. So we have an extended tongue right here, and that's really nice, especially if you have a truck or a Jeep where you have a huge off-road bumper, maybe fuel cans, spare tire, bike rack, something like that. And that allows you to make a 90-degree turn when you're on trails or tight situations like that. Right here in the front of the trailer is a black diamond plate battery box. This is the Better Built brand right here, which you can get from Advanced Auto Parts. Inside, I just keep general little tools. I have my deep cycle battery, which goes directly to this little panel right here. I have USB ports, a 12-volt socket, and I have some switches right here. Most of these are blank. However, I do have a switch for the lights on the left side of the trailer, a switch for the lights on the right side of the trailer, and then I have lights underneath the tent that light up the area right there. So if you're trying to get supplies out of the back at nighttime, you can see with no problems. I keep the battery charger right here for when I'm at the house, or maybe I'm at a state park that has power. I can go ahead and keep this battery right here charged. Other than that, just general little tools, tent stakes, have a 12-volt fan right here for camping in the summertime, stuff like that. This is also where I keep Old Glory right here, so if you have a trailer or a tent, you always gotta fly Old Glory. So here's the bottom of the trailer. It's all tube construction. Probably the best part is that it uses Toyota Tacoma factory suspension. So if you ever find yourself needing a new spring or something like that, a shock, everybody that has a Toyota Tacoma probably has factory parts just laying in their garage that are willing to give away. So parts are a dime a dozen on these things. That being said, it does have a 6-lug axle. So if you happen to ever get a flat tire on your trailer and you have a Toyota Tacoma or a 4Runner, the spare tire off the vehicle will match the trailer. I really love these huge kick-out fenders that it has. As you can see right here, they're angled. So if you're on a trail ride and there's a tree or something in the way, chances are if you come at it really slow, the angle of this fender right here is gonna kick the trailer out of the way of the tree. So the tree's just gonna slide on the side of the fender. These things are all steel and definitely sturdy. It kind of sold me on the trailer. I really like the design. It actually comes in really handy if you're trying to put stuff on top of the trailer, maybe pack up a tent, load some kayaks, some mountain bikes. These are nice and wide and gives you plenty of room to stand up on them. On the back of the trailer, right here, I have one large door. It swings open with one latch, and it's pretty big. Has all kinds of gear. I keep firewood back here. I have all these totes. Just up front, it'll fit 6 of these totes right here, and these totes came from Academy Sports. They're really nice. I recommend them. They're stackable, they lock, pretty waterproof. If you keep them out of the rain, like a direct storm. I got a refrigerator back here and just all kinds of stuff. Extension cord. It's gonna be about 40 degrees tonight, so we got a little space heater and an electric blanket we might use. But that being said, what I like about this trailer most is it's really versatile. So if you're a homeowner, you can definitely just unload all this stuff, and if you need to get a load of mulch or maybe some sod or some stones or something like that, this rack right here that the tent sits on actually bolts on. So you can definitely unbolt this. You can load a lawnmower in there. You can put some motorcycles, adventure bikes, just whatever you want to do. Whatever your hobbies are, this trailer will adapt to it. So I thought that was really cool. I kept that in mind whenever I purchased this trailer, that I could easily put the motorcycles in the back. Definitely a tractor, you know, get a load of mulch, that kind of stuff. So if you're trying to talk your spouse into letting you get one, you can definitely use it around the house, moving furniture, stuff like that. It's a lot bigger than the Toyota Tacoma bed itself. So on the front of the trailer, there's a tongue jack to level out the front. On the back, I have these 2 little camper jacks right here. So you just pull on one side, slide it out, swings down, then you kind of just drop this little foot right here down, lock it in place. Then you're gonna do the same with the other side, and it levels out the trailer so it's not rocking and tilting back and forth and whatnot. On top of the trailer, I have an iCamper. I believe it's the Sky Camp. and it's a 4-person hardshell tent. I've owned 4 rooftop tents before, this one being the best quality, most expensive tent I've ever owned. And quality is a lot better than the Smittybilt tents or the Tough Stuff brand tents. And that being said, the material is much thicker, and it's almost like having a set of blackout curtains. You can sleep in this thing up until 11 o'clock in the morning, noon, and you can't see any light out of it. It doesn't let any light in, so it's really nice for someone that works night shift and they want to sleep in a little bit longer, or you just want to enjoy your vacation and just sleep in the morning. You're definitely gonna be able to sleep longer in this tent. Other than that, not much else to say about it. I do like the hard shell versus the soft top traditional rooftop tents. On the right side of my tent, I have an ARB awning with an ARB awning room. So right here on this rack that actually bolts to the trailer itself, there's 2 bars that are welded up, and they'll accept any kind of awning that you want. Whether you want a fox wing, a bat wing, a traditional just regular awning like this, whatever size you want, it'll fit to these attachments that come out. This happens to be the largest ARB awning that they make. These rooms really come in handy, especially if you're camping somewhere in the winter and it's just ridiculously cold outside. You can put a space heater in there, and it's a nice little room where you don't have to stay bundled up or be out in the wind and the elements all the time. It's also waterproof. You can camp in there. It's a screening room, so maybe it's just, you know, during the summer when you're camping, you just want some shade or to get away from the bugs. There's really many uses for this, and I have 2 of them. This is the first time I've actually used the ARB one, and they're both really good. I recommend them both. They both have thick floors in the bottom, so you don't have to worry about sticks poking through the bottom or anything. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little tour. I've used this trailer a few times, and I've just never had the time to just walk around and make a video of it. The trailer is homemade. It is one of one. I've owned 4 of these trailers, and this is probably the lightest one I've owned and probably the most versatile, mainly because the top just unbolts, and like I said, you can put anything inside of it that you want. If you are building a trailer, I really recommend these huge fenders. Most people probably don't like them because they're gaudy, but they do serve a purpose. The only thing I would probably change is I would probably have a kick out on the back, mainly just because when you're walking alongside this thing, this is pretty much knee height, and you will jab yourself in the knee. So like it has a kick out on the front. If you do a kick out on the back, or maybe just round this off or something like that, that'd probably be a little bit better. That'd probably be something I would do. And I would probably, it's got taillights on the back that only shine on the back. I'd probably put a light on the side, kind of like how there is a light on the front, an amber one. I'd put a red light over here, something like that, maybe on the fender, just so you get a little better sight going through intersections and stuff like that at nighttime. This 100 amp hour battery, deep cycle, will give me probably almost 3 days powering the refrigerator, powering lights. You can actually run a USB extension cord into the tent, so you can charge your devices or power, you know, some kind of iPad or something like that if you guys want to watch movies. So having a battery on the front is pretty ideal as well. So that's just a little quick tour of my trailer. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them down below, and I'll try and get back to you. But thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed my little trailer.